What's up everybody, it's Sean here, back today to give you guys a review of the Bathing Ape collaboration with New Balance on the 2002R from the Apes Together Strong collection. Today's video is brought to you by the good people from Heffelux. Heffelux is my all-time favorite sneaker insoles, and they sell eTPU insoles, which essentially is the same material as Adidas Boost. So if you're looking to add some additional comfort in your shoes, be sure to check out their website, which is linked down below. And you'll see they sell 4 different insole options, so really depending on the type of insole density and cushioning setup you're looking for, there's going to be something for every type of shoe and for every type of person. So I've been a paying customer of Heffelux for years now, and I honestly stand by their products. They truly are very comfortable and they definitely elevate the comfort of my shoes. So if you guys want to try out a pair, be sure to use the code SEANGO at checkout to get 15% off your entire purchase, and be sure to tell them I sent you. So back to the shoes, this is a collaboration between a Bathing Ape and New Balance, which dropped on May 22nd of this year. This was part of a greater collection called Apes Together Strong, which also released other apparel alongside the shoes. So from what I know, this was a very limited release, and here in Canada, I don't even know if any of the stores got them, maybe just Haven, but generally speaking, it was very hard to get. And these pairs retailed for 24,000 yen, which is the equivalent to roughly 215 USD or 265 Canadian. And the style codes for these shoes is M2002 RBG and M2002 RBF. So jumping straight into it, as most of you guys know by now, if you've been following New Balance at all in the past year or two, you know this 2002R silhouette is extremely popular. And I love how BAPE and New Balance released 2 colorways, this black one which is much more of your classic BAPE look, and gray which is much more of your classic New Balance look. So taking a look at the details, the base layer of both shoes, this is constructed using this textile material, but it incorporates BAPE's signature ABC print. So on the gray pair, which we'll take a look at first, you'll see the camo is done in various shades of tan, gray, and brown. There's a hit of reflective 3M on the bottom, and on the top there's this hit of dark gray leather with the BAPE style logo on top. Overlaid on both sides of the toe box, we have this gray colored nubuck, and surrounding the front toe cap, this is covered in this hit of suede. Moving downwards, we have this dark gray colored leather, and then next to this, covering the mid panel, we have more of that same suede that we saw earlier on the front toe cap, along with this exposed leather in the middle. And then stitched on top of this, we have the New Balance N logo, which is done in this reflective 3M finish. Moving downwards, we have more of that dark gray colored leather, and then surrounding the ankle collar area, we have that camo pattern textile, along with these suede hits that wrap around the back of the shoe, and we have 2002R branding found on the lateral side. Wrapping on the bottom of the back heel, this is covered in BAPE's signature shark teeth graphic, and the teeth themselves are also done in 3M. And there's another hit of 3M at the very top of the back heel. For the laces, so these come with these flat gray colored laces, but they also give you a secondary pair of white laces as well, if you want to give the shoe a little bit more contrast. Underneath this, the tongue is constructed out of that same camo textile on the bottom, but on the top we have a combination of dark gray leather and lighter gray suede, along with this oval shaped cutout in the middle with New Balance branding. For the insoles, these come with a foam padded insole, and it's covered in that ABC camo print in a combination of creams, grays, and browns. And we have New Balance Bathing Ape branding stamped on the heel. In contrast, taking a look at the black and green pair, so again, this is covered in ABC camo printed textile, except of course this is done in their more traditional colors of green, mustard yellow, and brown. We have these nubuck hits with the BAPE style logo once again, along with black nubuck covering the sides of the toe box, and then surrounding the front toe cap, we have this very fuzzy black colored suede. We can see this shiny black leather visible towards the sides of the shoe, and this is overlaid with this black colored nubuck. And in the middle, again, we have that New Balance N logo. This is also done in 3M. Moving downwards, so again, that same green and brown colored camo, this is visible around the ankle collar area, and we have 2002R branding stamped on the nubuck on the lateral side. We have this black colored suede wrapping around the back of the shoe, and that BAPE shark look is again found on this pair, but this time it's done in color with this hit of red on the bottom, which I really loved. And again, the teeth are done in reflective 3M, along with the very top of the heel, which is constructed out of a black-based reflective 3M material. For the laces for this shoe, this is done in this flat style in black, but they also come with a secondary pair of olive or army green colored laces too. Underneath this, the tongue is also constructed out of that same camo-based textile, and on the top we have this shiny leather with black nubuck, and this again has New Balance branding in the center. The insoles for this black and green pair is done in a similar fashion with this camo print on top, except of course, the camo print is colorful unlike the gray pair, which has much more of a muted look. So the upper of these 2002Rs sits atop this full-length absorbed foam midsole, which is left in white on the gray pair, but is painted in this sort of vintage or off-white look on the black and green pair. On the back heel, you'll see it incorporates New Balance's Energy technology, and this essentially is a gel-like material which helps with impact protection. And the gel pods on the black and green pair are done in a lighter shaded gray, whereas on the gray pair, they're done in a darker gray, almost black finish. Flipping the shoe over to the bottom, so here we have your outsole, which in both cases is constructed out of this black colored rubber. We have these flex screws on the forefoot, which helps with flexibility. And then in the middle, we have this stability web plate, which is a TPU plate in the center, which helps with torsional rigidity and mid-foot support. So that breaks down the look and the construction of both of these colorways. And for those wondering how these fit, so to me, I'd recommend sticking true to size. So I'm a true size 10, slightly on the wider side. I got these both in a size 10 and they fit me great. So to give you guys a point of reference, for New Balance shoes, I wear between a 9.5 and a 10. So for example, I go a half size down or a 9.5 in models like the 992, the 990 V3, V4, V5, the 998, and the 550. And in comparison, I stick true to size in the 2002R, the 997, the 990 V2 because of its slightly more narrow toe box, the 1500, and the 1530. Moving on to comfort, so overall, the 2002R, as I've mentioned in many of my past reviews, this shoe is very, very comfortable. This is definitely up there in terms of one of the more comfortable shoes in my collection, and I think it gives me that perfect balance of softness with the absorbed foam, while not being overly soft and mushy where it's going to hurt the arches of your feet, which is something that happens to me if I'm standing around for too many hours in a day. So it gives me just the right amount of bounce back while being soft enough for my feet and having good stability. Finally, in terms of the overall quality and craftsmanship, so both of these pairs are made in Vietnam, so they're not a made in US or made in UK New Balance. Still, I don't really think that matters too much these days anymore. New Balance quality has been outstanding, even for pairs that are made in Asia. So for this collection, I thought that the materials were great. The suedes and nubucks especially felt super premium. The leathers on this black pair weren't the best, and they definitely had a more synthetic feel to it, but taking a look at the shoe as a whole, I thought the materials were solid. And in terms of the overall craftsmanship, I honestly had no issues with either pair. I thought New Balance did an outstanding job for this collection. So with all that out of the way, now let's lace up both this black and green camo pair and the gray camo pair, and I'll show you guys how both of these look on feet. For me personally, I love this collection and I think both of these colorways are fire. I know this is not going to be a shoe for everyone. The camo could be a little bit loud and a little bit out there, but I think by releasing both of these colorways, New Balance and BAPE really satisfied both of their fans, with this black and green pair being obviously the louder and more true BAPE-like look, whereas this gray one is much more true to classic New Balance sneakers, while still giving us enough pop with the camo upper. So between the two, it's honestly so hard to choose. I think I gotta give the edge to the gray. It's just a little bit more wearable and a little bit more understated, so I could probably pair this one with a lot more different outfits. But I'm curious to know what you guys think about this BAPE and New Balance 2002R collection. Between this black and green one and the gray, which of the two do you guys prefer? And for anyone watching, do you guys own any of these in your collection? Is this something you hope to add later on, or is this an easy pass for you? If you guys like this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel if you haven't yet. You can follow me on Instagram at sgo8, check me out on Twitter at sean.go, and visit my website at seango.ca. So until next time, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this review, and hopefully it helped you in some way, because I do know YouTube is lacking on these reviews from what I checked so far. So hopefully this video can fill that void. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys all in my next video.